Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today, should you mod your Les Paul? So I think we all remember that moment, I certainly do, when you take home your first Gibson Les Paul. I had an Epiphone before my Les Paul, before my Gibson Les Paul, and I loved it. It was a fantastic guitar. It was a real workhorse. I never worried about it getting broken or stolen because it was an Epiphone. Valuable to me at the time, but now looking back, if it had been stolen or it had been broken, I could have replaced it quite easily. You know, there are a million of them. They all felt kind of the same, and they weren't that much money. But I really do remember walking home with my first Gibson Les Paul, the gold top, the one that I feature quite regularly on this channel, and that was different. That felt completely different. That was with your middle finger past the handle, holding the lid shut just in case it randomly decided to undo all 5 of the clasps and just fall over on the walk home. That's what I remember about my Gibson Les Paul. However, as you delve into social media in the world of YouTube and gear and tone, everybody starts talking about, yeah, Gibsons are great, but they don't sound that good. You need to mod them. You need to do this, do that, add this, add that. Everybody says that a Gibson can sound better than it does when it comes out the factory. And it's not that I never believed them, but I loved my Gibson so much, and I still do, that I just never really thought about changing it. And, you know, I've just spent nearly £2,000 on this guitar. At the time, it was second hand. Why am I going to spend another 400, 500, 600, give or take, depending on what pickups and what innards you get? So why am I talking about this now? Why am I talking about modding my Les Paul now? Well, it's time now, after owning this guitar for nearly 8 years this year, I believe, 2017 I bought it, I'm finally ready to go through the process of modding the Les Paul. So what am I going to be doing? I'm basically just, it's not going to be a massive mod. There's not a lot I'd actually want to change about it, and most of this is kind of experimentation from my side, which is why I'm making this video, because we've got the before and we're going to have the after. Does it really make that much of a difference? Do you really need to buy a Gibson Les Paul and then spend another 390 odd quid, give or take, maybe into the 400s, to get a better sounding Les Paul? Or does it not really make that much of a difference, and actually it's absolutely fine the way it is, the way you bought it? You know, you've got to say, there's something about when you buy a guitar, it's making that connection with you. Is it really worth then changing it up? Don't know. Let's find out. Let's see together. And of course there are a billion videos doing this, but there's not one of me doing this. So let's go through my one. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be ripping out all of the innards, so the pots, tone pots, the volume pots, and the PCB board that's in there. And I'm going to be replacing them with some quality components from Monty's. So this is their just standard Les Paul pre-wired circuit. I'll be honest, I bought this in December. I had to wait quite a while for the pickups. I also got an input jack and a pickup selector switch. I think my input jack's on its way out anyway. I can't remember where it's one with the 50s wiring or not, or do they all come with that 50s wiring as standard? I really can't remember. So yeah, I'm doing that. And then I'm also going to be ripping out the pickups. Now, they are still stock, so they're the Gibson Burst Bucker Pros, or Well, might even, no, they're not pros because they don't coil tap. They're just the burst buckers. 3 and 4, 2 and 4, something like that. It's the stock one from the 2009 Les Paul. If I can find them anywhere on whilst I'm editing this video online, I'll pop them up somewhere around here. I'm going to be replacing those with some pickups from Sunbear, and they're the Sunbear 59 PAF copies. So this is what I had to wait the majority of the time for, because it's amazing, but Sunbear has become just ridiculously busy over the course of 2024, and I think that's due to some big household names like Chris Buck starting to utilize his pickups in some of the some of his guitars. So yeah, we've got 2 of those. I'll just get one of them up here. That's probably the bridge one now, I guess. I don't know. It says in there. It is the bridge pickup. So this is a 8.2. I think it's resistance, isn't it? And then this is the neck pickup, and that's 7.2. So these are the 2. I probably should have done like an unboxing or done some B-reel of me opening these, because these were presented so nicely. Here they are. And I've just completely messed them up in my rush to get them there to show you at that moment in time. So they are booked to go in next Wednesday. I'm not doing any of this work. You do not want me to solder. I have soldered once and was advised not to give up my day job. And this is quite precious to me because I do love my Les Paul. So that's going in next Wednesday. I'm filming on the Saturday. And once I've got it back, I will get another video up with the finished results. So that's it for now, and I will see you in about a week. Hey, so welcome back. Let's just move that out of the way. So it's been a week, but for you, merely half a second of editing, and it's all done. The pickups are in, the electronics are in, the old stuff's out. It sounds great. It's completely not the preconceptions of what I expected out of the park. And what I mean by that is, whenever everybody talked about PAFs, they always said a good set of PAFs will sound like a Telecaster on steroids. I don't think that sounds like this. But it also doesn't sound like how my Les Paul used to sound. It sounds different. It's not... I guess I expected there to be less output, I didn't expect the guitar to push the amp as much as it is. I expected there to be a drop in output, drop in gain. That's not what's happened. There's still bigger output than in my Strats, my other single coil guitars. It'd be interesting to kind of A/B this up against my Explorer that also has the burst bucket pickups in, as another way of checking the output and the different sounds, although the Explorer sounds different. But it sounds great. I think the output actually might be slightly higher, but there's been a change in the frequency response of the guitar. The neck pickup particularly sounds a lot better. It's not got that low end flub or the way that the low end kind of collapses in on itself, because the low end's no longer there. It's not as prominent as it was. It's much more of a mid to high mid heavy guitar. That's a good thing in my opinion, especially when it comes to playing live. But there's still enough output to really push the amp, and I'm hoping that is going to come across in the audio, and that Facebook and YouTube won't, or YouTube doesn't crush it into oblivion. So they sound great, and I'm hoping the sound clips show that. I'm happy that I did this. It's not just a bias for justification of spending the money, although it might be subconsciously. I'm glad that I've done the changes, and I'm glad I am really looking forward to putting this through its paces, more so in a live band situation. So there may be a further update to this video if there's particularly anything different. But if not, all good. The clips speak for themselves. Thank you very much for sticking around for the video. Please hit the like and maybe subscribe button. If you don't want to do either of those, but you've enjoyed it, or it may help you make the decision in the future, just leave a comment. Maybe you've got some horror stories of doing these changes yourselves. Let us know down below. I'd be interested to hear about how you guys have got on with your mods and changes to your guitars. But thank you very much for sticking around. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one.